I close my eyes,
Bobo.
only for a moment, but the moment's gone.
There it goes. Damn.
All my dreams
Wake up, Bobo.
pass before my eyes, a curiosity.
I'm confused.
Dust in the wind.
Protect your eyes.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Itty bitty little things floating around.
Dust in the wind.
I got allergies.
All we are is dust in the wind.
I chew. Suck it, Kansas.
You know, Rich,
Yes?
here's an interesting tidbit.
I think they said your fly's open.
I don't speak fandom. I don't know.
You don't speak Scream?
I think one of the things that's going to be really exciting this season is that we're going to learn pretty quickly that a world full of fallen angels is pretty much a free-for-all. What happened? Sit down.
Free for all.
Cleverness on the part of the writers, I like to think. But this is a situation where they're really going to come to a much more antagonistic kind of front with each other. I mean, Crowley has to shore up his camp, and he is actually the one who thinks ahead more than any other character in the universe of our. I don't think the Angels even really handled it as well as he's done. So he is going to be an issue, probably quite a titanic one. I don't know.
Like I said, oh Crowley, basically.
What just happened? I had a sentence, and then I just started to hear myself talk, and then I was just like, and then I saw the top of my head.
It's just stream of consciousness.
It's brilliant.
Okay. So did that answer your question?
Good enough.
Okay.
What? That wasn't good enough? Wait a minute. Oh, I hear you now. Go on.
So, who's getting the car? Demon Dean or Sam?
I guess Demon Dean doesn't need to drive, huh? So.
No, Demon Dean's got the car.
That's right. Well,
But unfortunately, Demon Dean doesn't care about the car as much as regular Dean does.
How in the world? Don't touch my action figure, please. Yes.
When we were in the green room, why don't you show them? We made you.
I think it's pretty good with such short notice.
The likeness is uncanny. That's amazing. Somebody's an artist.
That's highly collectible.
That is. Yeah! It's like a portrait.
The first part of the season, you know, we still got Lucifer out there, so there's a hunt for Lucifer. Who? The guy that's replacing you, Mark.
Oh.
Just as an aside, at least once a week, Mark Shepard talks to either Andrew or myself and says, are you killing me yet?
It's a dream.
Yeah. One of these days, we're going to say yes just to really make him squirm, but not yet.
And speaking of coming back, Charlie Bradbury is a very popular character on the show. And everyone loves Felicia Day. Is there a chance we might see her again this season?
I'm not sure how these guys feel about it, but I know when I'm directing and they're doing scenes with Felicia, I don't get the sense that she's really given you very much. Ooh. And as a director, you're constantly waiting for her to get out of the makeup trailer. She gets on stage, she doesn't really know her lines.
She's mean to everybody. We can't look at her in the eyes.
Back it up.
Not that Felicia Day. I was talking about somebody else.
Okay, so I was in another hall entirely. Thank you. But I kind of am at Comic-Con everywhere all the time. I heard you, Bob, and I flew over here. Thank you. Hi, everybody. And Bob, I don't have a lot of power in the world, but at Comic-Con a little bit, and I think you might have a cosplay Deadpool take you out later in the bathroom. Just saying.
And so notwithstanding all the luggage they bring from their time apart from each other, they are very much united in going after this one thing.
Our like log line for this season was, this time it's personal, except for then there was this shark movie that had that. Jaws 3, I think, or Jaws 4 actually had that. Anyway, continue. Does that help? I don't know.
And
so happy Ben had his espresso this morning.
I don't know, am I helping? I can stop. I
This is helping, actually.
We're really proud of last season. We had a lot of intensely personal character stories, and this year we are going back to a little bit more, I think, of an epic feel with a big bad and a real sort of a quest for the brothers to unite on. I'm just trying to tell them stuff, man.
The cast is now kind of stepping into a more Hunter role, it seems like. He's sort of more on the front lines in this struggle. How has that changed cast's perspective and relationship with the boys in terms of the absence of Dean and now having to step into that position?
I think that this is definitely a roll up his trench coat sleeves moment for Cass, where he's...
Even Al is like, no.
I don't think.
Sorry,
he's
Misha.
kidding.
Sorry. Yeah.
And he's also taking Jack under his wing a little bit, because Jack is struggling with some of the same things that
I don't know what you're talking about. I see no similarities whatsoever.
That Cass has gone through in the past.
Right.
And
I don't suppose you could hint at what this one thing is.
It's one thing.
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
I think, we know it has to do with...
We know that for
I
sure.
just stroked out here on stage. I apologize. A buzzer went off in my back. No, I think I have to leave it at that right now. I think I have.
Crowley, Kevin, Dean, Sam, they're all involved in a chase for, a power source, ultimately. We won't be clear about it, but this season, like all others, will introduce a game-changing element that we've already seen hints of. But we have a roller coaster, and we're going to get you on it. It's strange to try and unpack a roller coaster at the beginning of the roller coaster. That's why they have the part that goes up, so you can go down.
There it is. Ben Edlund.
But it's a roller coaster. It's got wheels and tracks and all that.
How do you think the boys will respond to this big bad?
Well, I think we'll beat it because we're not the lose Chesters up top.
It's a very good point. Yeah.
Nailed it. So bad.
Just so you know, that is.
We've been working on that one for years.
That's the most written bit we have for this entire panel. Worked on that for a week.
I've never been so ashamed to be sitting next to you.
There's a reason why Jared doesn't have a long sitcom reel. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. If I were to grow my hair this long, you couldn't tell us apart.
That's right. That's how it came to the
air.
audition. That's why it all worked out. You had the hair like that.
That's it.
Precisely.
See, and this is what you're left with. I apologize, but it's... Stop it.
And then, I mean, Castiel.
Buddy.
I gotta do this.
Buddy.
I gotta do this. Bobby. Did you really kill Castiel?
You know, we have said over the course of time, one thing that keeps the show fresh and why we've gone into our 13th season is we say when we write these things that you have to go where the story takes you. And Andrew and myself and the other writers, we thought that perhaps Castiel's time had come. Wait. Frankly, and I think the guys will back me up on this, Misha had become a bit of a prima donna. Wanted to be number one on the call sheet, that's it.
So sorry, guys. I guess I was back there, but they never told me to come out. But I heard my name, so I assume.
This is awkward.
Well, this just got really weird.
Yeah.
Cass?
Are you back?
Hi. My name is Sam.
No, you're really in the wrong costume.
Very confused. The confused person.
Did you look in a mirror this morning?
For my part, in all honesty, we are not the Lose Chesters, but for my part, I'm happy to see the boys. See, why did that get more laughs?
If you keep saying it throughout the panel, by the end it'll kill.
We're not the Lose Chester.
I love sympathy comedy.
We haven't seen much of the storyline because it's going to be revealed to us throughout the season in flashbacks. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. So we will learn more about what happened, to their time in purgatory as the season progresses. So we don't quite know what that is, but yes, I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what is revealed in that. Yeah. Anything to add there,
no,
big guy?
You talking to me or to Misha?
Misha.
Because please go.
But Ben, if you have
Well,
something to add,
I could add something about the storyline, but I have no idea what it is, so it's difficult for me to add.
Go ahead.
You know what? Why don't you go?
I know. I mean, it's a hard question for an actor to answer because of the incoming material comes from the. So, I understand the difficulty that Jensen now faces in this moment, and then we have our own constraints on what we're supposed to say. Hooray! But I think that you go into purgatory. There's a whole body of events that take place there. There are meetings and conflicts and a whole other kind of subterranean storyline that happens in the past, but it affects the future in all these different ways. And yeah, Jeremy, I'm right. They're going to meet some badasses down there. There's going to be some big problems, right?
yeah, we'll say that.
Everybody, don't move. I'm sorry, go on, Jeremy. I didn't mean to distract you from what you meant to say.
My question is, will season 8 focus heavily on mythology like 4 and 5, and will we finally be formally introduced to God?
Ooh.
Good question, writers.
Wow. It's the God question, Jeremy. We didn't talk about this. Go ahead.
They're panicking.
Did you just throw it to me, Ben?
Yeah. Do you want me to take it? It's a very unstable situation over here at the end of the table. I could begin to speak, but I'm not sure where that's going to go. Would you like to start it, and then I could condition what you say?
I'm going to take a run at it, buddy. Thank you. This season will actually, I think we're going to...
But I think that early on in the season, sort of the most important thing for Castiel, stop making our dolls mate.
It's highbrow stuff that we bring to you here.
It's like a regular TED Talk.
Can we just wait it out? We'll let
And the people keep responding. Recently, the Teen Choice nominations came out. Congratulations, Jared.
Jared, tip of the hat for the acting.
Nominated in the actor category.
Those teens love the way you act. And for the other fellas.
Nominated for Best Chemistry.
No, Jensen and I actually have a chemistry set that we work with on set, and I assume that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Two lab coats, a couple of professional, protective eyewear.
Yeah, we're making hydrochloric acid and stuff like that from scratch. It's
So,
pretty
but
cool.
Misha,
we get a box. We get boxes to it. You know, trailer. Jared's like fan mail and all kinds of stuff, and we get it was like beakers.
Beakers.
Or at least you will now.
Yeah, at least there will.
So, but Misha, you guys, TV chemistry, you guys have branded yourselves as TV's greatest team since, I don't know who, Ernie and Bert. So.
I really didn't expect.
Hold on. Which one's which?
Listen, I don't know which one's which, but they have a picture of themselves together in every room of their house.
Which one's Bert and which one is Ernie?
Can I ask you guys a question? Sorry, is that all right? If I
have at it.
Go for it. So you cast Alex on the show, and Alex looks exactly like me. And I was wondering, like,
just better and younger.
Well, way younger. No, it's actually like it feels like a whole generation now has lapsed on the show, and Alex to date won't submit to a paternity test. I keep trying to get a DNA sample from him.
He keeps asking for the 23andMe, and I'm like, no, not today, sir.
But are we at some point going to find out that like really Cass was the dad or something like that?
What do you think, Bob?
Spoiler alert.
I don't think they look anything alike.
Okay.
Okay, they look exactly alike.
That is the nicest thing you've ever said to Alexander.
Apparently Demon Dean likes to karaoke. Or does he? I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
What about the triplets?
What do you think?
Next question.
Misha, why just one Winchester? Why can't there be a Sastiel? Why can't you get into some Sam action? Why can't you two be buddies too? Why do you got to have a favorite out of Dean?
Because the height difference with me and Jared is just too jarring.
At the same time, we are getting to meet another generation of fans now who were, there are 16 and 17-year-olds who are now watching the show who were 6 and 7 and too young. By the way, if you have 6 and 7-year-olds, don't have them watch Supernatural. They're too young.
No. Have them watch.
But
someone's getting fired.
Well, now I guess maybe we should just ask him. What's it like to not be on the show anymore?
Yeah.
Misha's,
He's excited.
they just had to take the story where it went, but I'm not going away.
Andrew Dabb,
yes.
there at the end,
Hey,
writer extraordinaire.
Skip Mark.
What?
We're coming back to you.
We're getting to you. We just suddenly feel bad for Andrew
Mark, we're
Dabb.
coming back to you, Mark.
This is the thing Mark does, where he goes over there,
Stop.
sits by himself.
That mic's not working.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
I think
this is. You're right, Andrew. Hold on a second.
Hold the phone. We really should do this, Mark.
We weren't going to do this till later, but you forced us into it. We have a special.
We have a special surprise for you, Mark. We have somebody who worked with you several episodes this year. Super excited. Surprise guest here. Nobody knows they're here today. They're here to say hi, give you little props. The hamster. Hello, everybody. How's it hanging? Hello, Mark. It was great to work with you.
I forgot it.
You're a very giving man.
I just want to say for the record, that was the best and kindest actor that I worked with in 10 seasons.
In all fairness, I was in a cage and couldn't escape, but thanks. Kind of tied my paws behind my back, if you know what I mean. Anywho.
Where the hell does this voice come from?
Uh-oh, somebody stepped on your Funko head. You're funked. You just got face funked. Oh my God. But seriously, Broham, great to see you again. And the people, so great to be here at the Comic-Con with you all. Oh my God. My question to Mark is, I'm a super fan of this show. I watched the season finale, and I know my accent is going from somewhere in South America to Italian, but bear with me. I traveled a lot in college. So the question I have for you is, you got the kind of a beach slap from Castiel towards the end of the year.
Wow.
Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. Don't punch a fellow actor. So now I'm all afraid. What's up with Crowley coming up in season 11? What are his plans? Is he still around? Help a brother out.
My stomach hurts.
We need tissues.
Well-
The whole panel's in tears.
My stomach hurts.
Well, I'm dead. So they just let me come here because I was going to show up here anyway. But have a really great season, guys. It was fun.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Love you, Mark.
Thanks, man.
Surely not Mark Shepard.
Say it ain't so. Thank you, Rob.
I don't see the lips moving anymore.
He's a hamster, after all.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Y'all see that?
Another
Oh my God.
That's a good special effect.
Beat that.
That is very impressive.
Beat that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think we early on with Castiel, we talked about doing something like that. Production said it was too expensive.
Yeah, it was a little much. Yeah.
I don't get it. Who did you come as?
I came as Dean.
How many?
Great costume.
How many animals did you kill to get that?
Several thousand.
Okay. But who's counting?
Yeah.
And if you were to die at the end of season 12, like somebody on this stage, would you come back naked?
You know, I mean, I don't know that we can afford the blur effects. Honestly, like it's just.
Oh, you mean because it's like so much of the screen would have to be. Yeah.
No,
Gotcha.
I mean,
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've been told by hair and makeup. So.
Well, I know what you mean, because you'd have not just one blur, you'd have to have 3 blurs.
Yeah. Well, actually 4 because of the third nipple.
That's right.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I think it's great to have this conversation because we all know Jared's been very honest on his Twitter feed.
Yeah.
And I think this is a healthy forum to discuss this.
I thought that was so brave.
So brave. So accurate. So brave.
I will say that after, and I had several friends and family members call me to say, like, dude, are you twittering some stuff? And I was like, huh? So to tell you from my end of the story, we're in Chicago a week ago, and I go to bed about 11 o'clock, and I get some sleep, and I wake up at 4 o'clock to like go to the bathroom or something, and I have all these like, your Twitter was favorited, your Twitter was liked, your Twitter was favorited, your Twitter was like, my Twitter, like, did I tweet something? And then I have
Your tweet is really gaining traction.
Yeah, your tweet is gaining traction. Make a comment. And I was like, and so then I have one text message, not from Jensen, not from Misha, not from Bob or Andrew or Richard or Rob. It's from Matt Cohen. And I was like, Matt, is he okay? Because he's not the type to text me at like 2 in the morning. So I opened it up, and it just says, dude, Twitter. I was like, huh. So I opened my Twitter.
I didn't realize he's fluent in ACLs. That's
Dude, Twitter.
It may have been. It may have been Twitter, dude. Or dude, it was. But those 2 words, I don't remember the order. And so then I opened my Twitter, and I'm like, that's the last time I hand my phone over to Misha Collins.
Obviously, with the mark on, there's still, we were sort of true to supernatural form, sort of out of the frying pan into the fire. So though the mark is gone, we're dealing with something much bigger and badder. But maybe I haven't said it yet, we're not the lose chesters up top.
It's getting so tight, man. It's getting so tight. That loose Chester's bit's getting tight.
A little bit better each time.
Well, the problem is we're slowly becoming the loose chesters.
Oh, come on.
Right.
So is this world, could that open up for other characters to reappear in the same way?
Did you have anybody specific?
I mean, there's not, like...
This sounds more like a pitch than a question.
Well, I'm just curious, does God, like, where does God, am I coming back, Bob?
I really feel like there's too much overlap between Castiel's look and Constantine's look. Now, granted, we did plagiarize the look from the original Constantine.
So it's circular.
But I think we get like squatters' rights now. It's ours now. I'm not an attorney, but I think this is sound logic.
Yeah, it's like common law now.
Yeah, it's common law.
Common law ownership.
It's our wardrobe.
Did y'all hear about the new movie Constipation? It hasn't come out yet. Still got it. Still got it.
For 10 years, I've listened to those jokes. And they're still not funny.
Sorry.
There was more to your question. I don't think I answered the whole thing.
No, you didn't.
What was the rest of it?
Spinoff? Would you consider...
What? There was this question about spin-off? I missed that entirely. Yeah. Great. I mean, I think
sure.
I think that...
So, thankfully, Sam Winchester is alive.
You owe me $20.
I owe Rob $20. I thought you were...
Because he's not a lose Chester.
Is the most difficult part playing the son, the spawn of Lucifer, or when your cast members keep on trying to kick you in the crotchal region when you're on camera? What's the most difficult part?
Jack is going through a lot of struggles right now, so knowing that I maybe kicked in the balls at any given time really helps me focus, on the loss and the pain that I'm dealing with at all times.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy,
I feel very comfortable speaking to that. I went down on set at the end of last year and watched you guys doing a scene with Alex, and I have never seen more abuse at the hands of 2 grown men. And a poor guy who's just trying to cut his teeth on the show and do what he does. And it's unbelievable. And I literally went upstairs and reblocked every scene I had with you guys. I'm like, I need Padalecki over there, and I need Calvert over there.
So far, from what I have seen of the season,
Whatever you said right then was hilarious.
Dare I say bigger than the loose Chester's bit?
Will y'all put the camera closer? Because I want to... No, not me.
Yeah, he needs it closer.
Do you have wings that come out of your costume?
Does it talk?
Does it talk?
This is going to be a really strange question.
Man, come on.
It's part human.
It's not talking.
All right.
Yeah.
So I can make me know through that day. Jared,
he's alive.
Jared Jensen.
Y'all want him? Y'all got him.
I love you, Jensen. I love you, Jared. I love you, Misha. I love you, Mark. But you are all very beautiful. But this question is for Jeremy. So when is Kevin coming back?
Not to put you on the spot. Now, never.
I understand.
I carry a little piece of Kevin with me at all times.
That's why I love you, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Chow.